Hi, it's Micah. So I know the Light Seers is not new to anyone, but it is new to me, okay? Flipping through the book, I like um the changes in font. It's easy on the eye, easy to read. It does have like a very everything smells very inky. I like the box, and so the reason why I bought this deck and this one because I'm going through all my decks to pick out my favorite cards, like dismantling them, and I don't have any decks to read with now. So, yeah. One thing right off the bat, I hate this card stock. I hate how thick it is. Like, look. This deck is in the box. I think it has a book. Does it have a book? I don't know. I'm going to do a walkthrough on this too. Okay. It has a little book. It's in the box, right? Which is still, like, not as thick as this deck. I don't understand that. And from edging the Muse, it didn't turn out that great. So that's my hot take on that. So this is a lot more green in person. It's coming off really blue on my camera, and I don't know why. All right, anyway, let's dive into this. Okay, so I like the free falling of the Fool. It's pretty. I held off on getting this. I don't really like men in my deck, but we're going to see how this goes. I like the Whirlpool of Energy, Manifestation, Modern Witchy Vibe. I dig that. So, like this card and the Death card, I actually had saved in my phone, like the images years ago as like a background, and I still never bought the deck until, well, it came like last week. I just was preoccupied. Okay, so I didn't notice that it looks like her eyes are closed, but you can see her eyes through her eyelids, which is like hella creepy, but I get it in the third eye illumination. We got like the curtains representing the veil in the background. Very pretty card. It's pregnancy, but it's also, kind of like hinting to the world card, like the everything comes from something. All right. The Emperor. He looks less imposing than traditionally. Got a happy Hierophant here. Stairway to Heaven. This card is beautiful. It reminds me a lot of the Lovers and the Marielle. Yeah. So far the men aren't bothering me. Beautiful Chariot. Really like the colors. Yeah. I don't love this just like artistically. The lamb's cute though. I mean, I can deal with it. The Hermit. It's pretty, it's alright. The Wheel. Do I get wheel vibes? I like the dice. This reminds me more of like a Two of Pentacles than a traditional wheel card. Alright, Justice. It's okay. I do like this for the Hanged Man. Yeah, so image-wise, this is beautiful. We'll have to see how it goes with a reading. Another reason why I decided just to go ahead and finally get this was because there's a few people that I personally, that I know in person that I feel like I could just give it to if it doesn't work out. Okay. Temperance. It's less angel-y than the RWS, which I don't like, so yeah, I kind of dig it. The infamous devil card. Okay, I never noticed. I've watched so many reviews on this. Before I bought the Muse, I watched comparisons between this and that and yada yada, and I never noticed this. The strings around the person. Yes. Aw, it's like the sad squirrel card instead of the happy squirrel. This is fine. That works. Another beautiful image I used to have saved. So I wasn't sure about like this sketchy art style, but it's okay. She got a lasso around the star. Another famously beautiful one, the moon. And I'm a total water baby, so like, yes. Yes, yes, yes. The sun, like the warmth and the colors. No creepy babies. Judgment. This is kind of like ballerina dancer vibes, which was never, my thing. But I like Judgment when it's more so an awakening card than like a resurrection of the dead in the world. Well, there's a rainbow snake, so I mean, that's a bonus for me. It's kind of boring though. All right. Here we go with the aces and the conehead vibes. It's okay. The two. So compared to like the saturation and the rest of the cards so far, this one's kind of like washed out. But I like the sketching, the globe. And the apartment's like really empty, so it kind of gives that vibe of like a new start, or maybe they're leaving. Gorgeous. I always wanted to learn how to surf, but the older I get, the scareder I'm becoming of like being out in deep water. So the four. Yeah, that works. Five. So they're all trying to reach that while stick fighting. Okay. I like that we have the hands in the background. I couldn't really notice that before on people's videos, so it's praise until they start throwing rocks at you. So the seven. So she's like in a bubble, which at a distance, like this looks like a crystal ball sitting on a pillow, right? I like that all the sticks have like um details drawn on them and they're different colors. It makes it less boring. I I kind of get a shadow feeling about this card that maybe sometimes you're just being an ass and you need to listen to other people and you just don't want to hear it. Let me know what you think. Eight of Wands. Okay. I get kind of Five of Wands feeling in this, but all right. This nine's very pretty. Yeah. 10. I like this one. I love this like fluffy ox. She has her stuff packed up and she's going. So wait, what's that card? It's kind of like Eight of Cups or what? Six of Swords. The page. I did a little Batuan and flag twirling in my day. the Knight of Wands. So we got the horse. She's doing something, so that's like an action. Also kind of like the Four of Wands vibe in this card, because there's four wands, and I don't know, the whole feeling of it. The Queen. Love that she's surrounded by candles. She manifested that fire. Oh, there is a cat. Okay, that's good. The King. Got his lion. The fire kind of makes a crown, which that's cool, because people nowadays don't usually walk around with crowns on. Ace of Cups, holding that heart center. My cats are carrying on. I don't know if you can hear them. The Two, yeah, this works. I always appreciate when it's more either self-reflection or energy, kind of like more so temperance and less lovers. That makes sense to anyone. Three of Cups, gorgeous. I actually really like this lilac and amethyst color. This one's a lot more sketchy than some of the other ones, but I really enjoy the colors and the body posture. So the 5. This looks like a 4 of Cups to me. Is it the Deviant Moon when the guy's like tipping over the cup? I'm not sure. I think so. That's kind of the vibe I get from this. I don't really get a huge grief or loss. She's choosing to tip that over. I gotta think. Is it Marley and Me? I don't know. I never watched it because I know the context of it and I just can't. I remember crying to Homeward Bound as a child. That's a rough card. Kind of want to like flip it over. 7 of Cups. We got our snake. We got a batwing. It's cool that he's like, it's childish in a way. Like he's almost playing with sandcastles. Yes, I know they're bowls, but that's what makes me think of. The 8. All right, so she's leaving that behind. It's a little boring in comparison, but it's all right. The 9. I don't love this card, which sucks because I typically really like the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles, but just first impressions, emotional response, I don't love it. I do like the colors in this. I like the movement. Yeah, there's like the family and the children type of thing, but all this other things distracts my eye a little bit. Yeah, I'm not a huge family person, so. We got a flying pig. Instead of the cup, the fish in the cup. I have to think about how I'm going to interpret this card. I don't know yet. Yeah. The knight. We got the horse, the roses, Mr. Casanova. He's cute. The queen. Kind of floating crown energy. A little like stagnant, but whatever. The king. Okay. Same type of thing. I'm not getting a lot of, feeling out of some of these cards, but it'll probably be different once I pull them in a reading. Somebody mentioned this, and I cannot unsee it, how long her neck is. Maybe I'll, like, put a Sharpie and, like, I don't know, give her some neck tattoos or a higher collar. I don't know. It's gonna bother me forever. But the staircase is pretty, and, math stuff. Well, it's not really math stuff, it's symbols, but you know. Okay. The 2 for the indecision. At first, I was like, why is there stuff coming out of her armpit? But I guess I'm assuming she had sand in her hand and dropped it. She has a slight smirk, which is interesting because it looks chaotic. The anguish in this 3 of Swords. I really like the tree. I do. It works. Her in the nest with her heart on a string tied up around her. I didn't notice these tattoos before. That's cool. The 5. Okay, so it appears that instead of highlighting this person, it's highlighting one of the people that are defeated. So that can, be read different ways. The 6. It's pretty. Yeah, I like that. The 7 works. I do like this a lot. The 8 of Swords, because 1, it's all in your head, and 2, it reminds me that you never know what's going on with other people, right? A lot of times I'll do my hair and makeup when I go to work because I feel like this, and I feel like if I look pretty, then people aren't either going to notice or like say anything because they just assume like I'm okay when really I'm like this. It helps though. 9 of Swords. Okay. Interesting that there's just like the outline of the bed, but she actually does have a pillow. The 10. I don't feel the defeat in this card unless like she was abandoned in the desert or at the beach. I don't know. Not my favorite. This is a cute take. She's walking on the sword. She got all these ideas. She's reading a book. Works. I don't love her outfit. But that's just me being picky. The knight, he's running. It's weird that in the other 2 nights we had horses, and in this we have a motorcycle that is sitting there waiting for him. So that's just a side note. The queen. Yeah, it works. I get it. We got our air symbol. This is definitely a beautiful card. We got an owl. A lot of plants, feathers, bat, crow, air symbol again. Yeah, so far, I think I like the Swords Quartz best. That's a tongue twister. This works for an ace, showing the growth plus the earth element. Man, am I getting tongue-tied today. All right, the 2. Yeah. What's odd is, like, this is in the material realm, and this necessarily isn't. But the Pentacles are also about time, investment of energy. It's not just what you actually, like, physically possess, like, monetarily. The 3. This is cute. Yeah. All right. The 4. It's like, this is my purse. I'm not going to go here. Somebody might steal from me. But it shows that seclusion of holding on instead of maybe, spending a little bit, going out to eat. If you're in that hoarding mode, you might not be experiencing life. The 5. See, like, this should be the posture that was, man, my brain. The 5 of Cups. So we got the key, the lock. I mean, it's okay. It's a little boring to me. And it kind of reminds me of some woman, like, locked up in a cellar, which I don't like that concept. Yeah. The 6. Giving, receiving, it works. The 7. This is, a lot more visually interesting and appealing to me than the RWS. And I like that you see all this earth growth. I think that's really pretty. Ooh, I like this. I like this. The 8. So it's kind of showing the progression of time through the moon phases. Typically, this card shows repetition, doing the same thing over and over. Well, I mean, if you're writing, it's going to take some time. But this is more, I don't know, the progression of your craft over time. Just visually, I like this card. This is really pretty. The 9. Yeah. This is a lot better than the 9 of Cups to me. Reminds me a little bit of the 8. But you can see that that fulfillment. That's self. I can't talk. The 10. All right, we got the dog, we got the children, we got the older guy, and the lady. Like the lanterns. Kind of look a little bit like frisbees, but it's cool. All right. This posture is very 2 of Pentacles to me, but it's pretty, so I can do it. And it looks like there's their foot is rooted. See, back to the horse. Now I'm disappointed that we don't have a horse in the Knight of Swords. Because there's 3 out of 4 horses and 1 motorcycle. Whatever. I like that he's barefoot on the ground, like really connecting with that grounding energy. This card's gorgeous. I already knew that. The Queen. So beautiful. You are a beautiful woman. And the King. Yeah, I like this guy. I like his dog. I love red. So, red. My nails were not supposed to be this color or this short. Like, we're taking an intermission. It's not going to focus. You're not going to focus. Well, my thumb skin is sticking out past my nail. And that's not cool. And these were supposed to be more orange. But it matches the card. The last card. So, yes. The men don't appear to bother me like I thought they would, so that's cool. I haven't decided what color I want to edge this deck because I don't know. I have a pretty blue that I did on my one cat one. I'm kind of thinking about doing rainbow, but with this cardstock from me doing the Muse, I feel like unless... Oh, I can't even. My fingers don't want to bend that far. That's what I mean. This deck is so thick. It's stupid. But, yeah. What was I saying? Oh, and it's definitely going to bow. This thing's definitely going to bow. Yeah, so whenever I use, like, a Copic marker, it tends to leave, like, a nice, like, a prettier edge compared to if I use just, like, say, like, a Crayola fucking thing. Oh, man, I swore. Oh, well. I don't know. You see the gradient of color more, so maybe I'm going to have to buy a fancy marker. All right, well, that's that. I'll do the uncommon tarot flip through soon, and I'll get back on my last two favorite suits of all my decks. Probably excluding these ones. I don't know. We'll see. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.